In an ever-changing world, the ability to fend for oneself is not only empowering, but it can also save lives. Imagine being equipped with a set of skills that allow you to navigate any situation, from sudden emergencies to adventurous outdoor escapades. That's the power of self-reliance and survival skills. These skills go beyond merely surviving. They're about thriving no matter what comes your way. They foster a sense of independence, confidence, and resilience that can profoundly impact all aspects of life, from daily problem-solving to overcoming significant challenges. Whether it's building a fire in the wilderness, constructing a shelter, procuring and purifying water, or even identifying edible and medicinal plants, these skills can be life-saving. They empower you to take control of your surroundings, to adapt, to make informed decisions, and ultimately, to safeguard your well-being and that of others. So let's dive into this journey of self-empowerment and resilience. With the right skills, you can not only survive, but thrive in any situation. Mastering fire creation is a fundamental survival skill. Fire is an essential survival tool, providing warmth, a way to cook food, a signal for help, and a psychological boost in tough situations. There are a multitude of ways to start a fire, but we'll focus on 3 popular methods. First, the friction-based method, which includes techniques like the bow drill or hand drill. These require patience and practice, but can be highly effective with dry kindling. Second, the spark-based method, using tools like a flint and steel or ferrocerium rod. These tools are reliable and can be used in various weather conditions. Lastly, the lens-based method, which harnesses the power of the sun using a magnifying glass or a piece of clear ice. Each method has its unique advantages, and the best one for you depends on your environment and the tools at hand. Remember, practice makes perfect with fire starting. A shelter is more than just a roof over your head. It's your first line of defense against the elements, a safeguard from the cold, the heat, the rain, and wind. In survival situations, the importance of a good shelter cannot be overstated. Building a shelter is both an art and a science. It requires understanding your environment, using available resources wisely, and applying some basic principles of physics. The goal isn't to construct a 5-star hotel in the wilderness. It's to create a space that keeps you dry, warm, and safe. When choosing a location, consider factors like wind direction, proximity to water, and potential hazards like falling branches or flooding. Use natural features to your advantage, like a fallen log or a rock overhang. Your materials might be as simple as branches, leaves, and vines, or as complex as a tarp and cordage. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you experiment with different shelter designs and materials, the better prepared you'll be when it really counts. A well-built shelter can make the difference between life and death. When emergencies arise, knowing basic first aid can be a lifesaver. Indeed, mastering these skills can mean the difference between life and death. Accidents and injuries can occur anywhere at any time, and having the know-how to respond effectively is a key self-reliance skill. First things first, understanding the basics of CPR or cardiopulmonary resuscitation is crucial. This technique can revive someone who's stopped breathing or whose heart has stopped beating. Next, knowing how to clean and dress a wound to prevent infection is essential. This can be a simple cut, scrape, or a more serious gash. Also, learning to recognize symptoms of common ailments and conditions such as heat stroke or hypothermia can help you take immediate action. And let's not forget about the importance of staying calm and focused. Panic can exacerbate any emergency situation. Remember, these skills are not just for wilderness survival, they're vital for everyday life. First aid skills are crucial in any situation, not just survival scenarios. Water is life, and knowing how to procure and purify it is essential. In survival situations, water is a top priority. Dehydration can set in quickly, and it's a serious threat to survival, but not all water is safe to drink. Procuring water is just the first step. Purification is equally important. There are several ways to procure water in the wild, from collecting rainwater to digging a still, to finding a natural spring. But remember, even the clearest stream can be filled with harmful bacteria, parasites, and viruses. That's why purification is crucial. Boiling is one of the most effective methods. It kills most pathogens, and it's simple to do. There are also water purification tablets or portable filters that can be lifesavers in a pinch. In survival situations, never underestimate the importance of clean, drinkable water. It's not just about quenching your thirst, it's about keeping you healthy and alive. Remember, safe water is key to survival. Getting lost is easy, finding your way back requires skill. In the wild or even in unfamiliar urban environments, navigation skills are crucial. They can be the difference between survival and danger, between confusion and confidence. One of the fundamental tools for navigation is a compass. This handy device points to magnetic north, giving you a reference point from which to orient yourself. Combine this with a topographic map, and you can plot a course through almost any terrain. Remember, your compass and map are only as good as your ability to use them. Learn to read contour lines on a map to understand the lay of the land. Familiarize yourself with the different symbols and colors. Practice using your compass to take bearings and follow them. In the age of GPS, these skills might seem old-fashioned, but technology can fail. A compass and map won't run out of battery. Good navigation skills can mean the difference between getting lost and getting home. Nature can provide if you know what to look for. Our planet is abundant with edible and medicinal plants that can be a lifesaver in survival situations. The art of foraging is an invaluable skill, enabling you to tap into these resources when you need them the most. Begin your foraging journey by learning to identify a few common edible plants. Dandelions, clover, and plantain, for instance, are typically easy to spot and can be found in many regions. These plants can be eaten raw or cooked, providing essential nutrients when other food sources might be scarce. Equally important is the knowledge of medicinal plants. Willow bark, for example, contains salicin, a compound similar to aspirin, and can be used to reduce pain and inflammation. However, remember, some plants can be harmful or even deadly if consumed, so proper identification is crucial. Finally, consider carrying a reliable plant identification guide or taking a foraging course for a more comprehensive understanding. Foraging can be a lifeline when other food sources are unavailable. When your stomach growls, knowing how to hunt and fish can silence it. In the wilderness, these skills can not only fill your belly, but also strengthen your connection with the natural world. Hunting requires patience, knowledge of animal behavior, and the ability to use a weapon. It's not just about bagging a buck, it's about understanding the animal you're after and respecting its life. Now, fishing might seem simpler, but it also demands patience and knowledge. You need to understand the types of fish in the area, their feeding patterns, and the best bait to use. Both hunting and fishing require you to be observant, to understand nature, and to use that understanding to your advantage. These skills are not learned overnight, they take practice and time. But once honed, they can provide a sustainable source of food in the wild. Hunting and fishing are skills that connect us with our ancestors and can keep us alive. In a survival situation, self-defense can be as important as food and water. Imagine being stranded in the wilderness and you encounter a wild animal or an aggressive human. In such scenarios, knowing how to defend yourself is crucial. Let's broach the subject of self-defense strategies. A few basic techniques can go a long way. Firstly, awareness is your best defense. Stay alert to your surroundings and avoid potentially dangerous situations. Secondly, learn how to use your body as a weapon. A well-aimed punch or kick can incapacitate an attacker, buying you precious time to escape. Moreover, consider learning a martial art. Styles like Krav Maga focus on practical self-defense. Lastly, improvise weapons from your environment. A sturdy branch, a rock, or even a pen can become a life-saving tool. Remember, the goal is not to win a fight, but to create an opportunity to escape. Self-defense skills can boost your confidence and protect you in dangerous situations. Tying a knot is simple. Tying the right knot can save your life. Knot tying and rope work are fundamental skills in survival and self-reliance. They can be used in a multitude of ways, from securing a shelter or a raft to creating a fishing line or a trap. Firstly, the overhand knot. This is the most basic of all knots and serves as the foundational building block for many others. The overhand is easy to tie and untie, making it versatile and practical in various scenarios. Next, the figure 8 knot. This knot is known for its strength and stability. It's perfect for situations where you need a robust, reliable knot that won't loosen or slip. Lastly, the bowline knot. This is often called the king of knots due to its versatility and strength. It's the go-to knot for securing loads or making a loop that won't tighten under tension. Rope work is an essential skill that can aid in many survival situations. To survive and thrive, you need more than just knowledge. You need skills. As we draw to the end of this guide, let's take a moment to recap the key self-reliance and survival skills we've journeyed through. Fire starting techniques to keep you warm, cook your food and signal for help. Shelter building to protect you from the elements. Basic first aid to treat injuries and maintain good health. Water procurement and purification to ensure you stay hydrated with safe, clean water. Navigation skills to prevent getting lost. Foraging for edibles and medicinal plants to provide sustenance and treat ailments. Basic hunting and fishing skills to secure a food source. Self-defense strategies to protect yourself from threats. And knot tying and rope work to assist in various outdoor tasks. Each of these skills is a valuable tool in your self-reliance and survival arsenal. They equip you for emergencies and foster a sense of empowerment and confidence. Remember, the more skills you master, the more self-reliant you become. So keep learning, keep practicing, and stay before we end this video. Please like, subscribe, and share to help us continue bringing you these valuable survival tips and guides.